Girls and boxing don't fucking go together. Okay, they just don't. Okay, if you get married during your career, you're gonna fuck it up, or she's gonna help you fuck it up because there's love there. I mean, you married her because you love her and stuff like this. So you don't need that in this sport. For a long time, I hated girls. I didn't, I wasn't gay or nothing. I just didn't like girls. It's just like they weren't my thing because I was brainwashed a little bit, from my father. And the thing is, with him when he told me something, I believed it. I mean, it was my dad. The thing is, I followed his lead. I mean, I didn't want to be like him so much, but maybe I'm lying. Maybe I did. I was scared to fight him because I had been in a couple of street fights with him at the same time on the same side. And we fought 6 Hells Angels one day. And after a while, I just watched him. I mean, he was just, he's like one of the best street fighters I ever saw. So he's real mean. I got arrested that day for biting the guy's ear off because that's what I was taught. That's what you do whatever it takes to win. Growing up in my household was a little bit strict, okay? The house was run by fair. We weren't the best kids in the world, and we lived in projects, and we were kind of rough kids. So he wasn't gonna just hit us with a fucking belt, He would punch, and because I think he wanted us to be successful fighters, and I think it was part of his teaching process of how to make us be mean in the ring and have a killer instinct. So my whole family has a killer instinct for sure. I used to get in a lot of trouble. I mean, I've been arrested like 7 times in my life, and I know what everyone was for, for a fight for sure. I was so mean, it's just like nobody was gonna love me anyway, maybe my mother, but sometimes no. I mean, I pissed her off a couple of times also, It's like one day my dad beat the shit out of her one day for spilling a cup of coffee or something like that. She had 2 black eyes when she came downstairs, stuff like this. I said, well, you're one tough bastard. And she got really mad at me. She wouldn't talk to me for a couple of years. I mean, but I was just telling the truth. So I lost a 10-round decision to a journeyman. No, up-and-coming guy, 17-0. Dundee was his trainer. I felt, for the first time in my life, I was embarrassed because I didn't try to win. And in the locker room after the fight, my dad says to me, what the fuck happened to you? And I says, what do you mean? He says, you went such a good fighter to this. What the fuck's going on? And I said, why don't you go fuck yourself? And I thought I was going to get beat up right there. I was scared to death, but I said it, and he walked away. And you know what? I never saw him again after that. He died, and that was it. I wish that I could say it. I was sorry, but it was too late. I walked by a lady the other day, walking down the street, and she says, I love you. And I looked at her, I says, what the fuck? This lady, what's she saying that for, I don't love anyone, I don't think, to be honest with you, because that's just not part of my life. I've had a couple of girlfriends, and one just broke up with me yesterday, and she was a real nice girl, and I thought I was going to marry her, but she was I thought maybe the closest one. She's a doctor and stuff, but we're so fucking opposite. It's just like opposites don't attract that well when they're that far apart, I'm 54 years old, and I never married. I have no kids. And someone says, well, you're going to be very lonely someday. I says, well, I don't really give a fuck about that so much, but I got a lot of friends in the gym right now, and I got a lot of kids I take care of.